Let's talk about all the books I read in the first quarter of 2025, those months being January, February, and March. First, we have Reckless by Elsie Silver. This is a small town cowboy romance, and I love both of the main characters so much and their relationship, and I gave this book a 5 out of 5. Next, we have The Kiss of Deception. This is the first book in the Remnant Chronicles, and I love this book so much. The love triangle we have sort of going on in this book is just amazing. I also gave this book a 5 star. Next, we have Trial of the Sun Queen. This book is if you have The Bachelor mixed with Trials, and I did enjoy this book. I gave this book a 4 out of 5 stars. Next, we have Hopeless by Elsie Silver. This is the last book in the Chestnut Spring series, and popular opinion does not like this, but I love this book so much. We just had banger after banger. This I also gave a 5 star. I love this book. Next, we have Magnolia Park's The Long Way Home, and if you know me, you know I will die on any hill for this series. I love this series so much. This just cemented my love for Magnolia and BJ, and so obviously I gave this book also a 5 out of 5. Next, we have Not in Love by Ali Hazelwood. The only other Ali Hazelwood book I read is The Love Hypothesis, and that wasn't my favorite, but surprisingly, I actually really enjoyed this book. I gave it a 4 out of 5 stars. I don't know, there's just something about it. I just really liked it. Next, I have no idea how to pronounce this. Gothic Kana, I'm assuming. This was my first ever dark romance, and it was really good to get step my toes into the genre. I thoroughly I did enjoy this for what it was. I gave it a 3.75, which is still a pretty good rating, and it was good. It just wasn't the best thing I've ever read. Next, I have Romeo and Juliet, and you might be thinking, what the heck? But I read this for class, and I don't count all my books I read for class towards my reading goal, but I'm counting this one because in class I read the part of Juliet, and I thoroughly did enjoy it. I mean, it is Shakespeare, so. I also read this book for a project, and I thoroughly enjoyed this book. It's the first book in Ember in the Ashes Quartet, and it was so good. I gave this a 4 out of 5 star. Next, we have Never by Jessa Hastings, and anything this author writes, I will read. And a lot of people didn't like this book, but I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I give it a 4 out of 5 stars. Next, we have Two Twisted Crowns. This is the second book in the Shepherd's King duology, and this just isn't my favorite duology. I gave this a 3.5 stars. I don't know what it is about it. It's just not my favorite, but it's still good, so it still gets a pretty good rating. Next, we have Wild Love, and this is the first book in Elsie Silver's newest series, and it wasn't my favorite Elsie Silver I've ever read. I gave it a 4.25. It was good, it just wasn't my favorite, but it was still a billionaire romance, so yeah. Lastly, third book in the Natural series, we have All In. I gave this a 4.75. It wasn't my favorite in the series so far.